Well, let's start off very simple.
Nick Sirianni sucks.
We'll get to that. Brighter future. Jordan Love or C.J. Stroud?
Oh, C.J. Stroud for me. I mean, I'm not bleeping on Jordan Love, but what Stroud's done as a rookie, losing his second best receiver and guy he wanted drafted in Tank Dell, Stroud looks unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. I'll say Stroud. David?
I'll also say Stroud because he is a rookie doing this. His numbers are outstanding, and he went into that playoff game, and he wasn't scared. He wasn't nervous. He just went out there and did his job.
Also, look, Love, no problem if you say it. Since the halfway mark of the season, 22 touchdowns, 1 pick.
See, I'm going to go with Love because he's gone through the fire. He's seen disappointment. Stroud, I still think they're in that young and stupid where he doesn't know any better. What do you mean? We don't go to the playoffs every year? We don't just win? The game isn't just that simple? Whereas Love basically had to sit behind Rodgers. Rodgers didn't want him there. It was just he hated going to work. And now I think Jordan Love. Biggest disappointment this weekend, Philly, Dallas, or Miami?
Wow. I mean, for me, it's Dallas just because Philly was a mess. Miami in the cold and all the injuries. Dallas had no excuse. You're at home. You favored big. And it's not that they didn't show up. They got their asses kicked. I'd say Dallas, but I don't want to be biased because I hate their guts. Seeing sad Jerry Jones on the TV is like oxygen to me. David, you got a different thought?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Miami because I'm going to bring it all together with them. It's everything from the end of the year. They had that lead. Buffalo was nowhere to be found. You lose to Tennessee, and now you put them, and they're right behind you now, and you lose the division to then lose on the road. You had it. You had everything you needed. I'll say Miami.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dallas. I think Philly was already struggling. Miami just showed me, going back to the days of Dan Marino, you just can't win in cold weather. Can't. It's a Miami thing, like death and taxes. Dallas, no one saw that coming. This was your year. You're at home, double-digit favorites. Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys. Mike, you've been mentioning this.
Uh-oh.
What happened to the Eagles? Did you meet Will Smith?
Breaks your heart. It does. I lie awake at night with how bad I feel for the city of Philadelphia. So let's see. You lose both coordinators. Your head coach doesn't call the plays. He's overly loyal to his OC, who you pointed it out. Hey, it's 3rd and 2. YOLO, 50 yards. Your quarterback doesn't want to take blame for anything. It looks like you've lost the locker room. And let's face it, when teams make these Super Bowl runs, it's really hard to get back. You got a couple guys on that team who think they're big-time celebrities. Oh, look, I recorded a Christmas album. The point is, a lot of this points to Sirianni losing control of it, not being responsible to it. Hey, how you looking now? You got the head coach yelling at Chiefs fans as they stole a game in Kansas City. Well, now you're 2-8 since that night. I think they have to get rid of him. They don't have a choice. Because if you're a head coach and you don't call the plays on one side of the ball and you lost both coordinators and it all fell apart, I think that's the story of Philly, and it just breaks your heart.
Yeah, it all goes back to Sirianni, and I think when you include and you hire a guy named Matt Patricia, eventually
David wins.
That evil is going to come upon you.
You get rid of a coordinator, and your idea is to hire Grimace. You win. David wins.
David, this is for you. Has Mike Tomlin coached his last game in Pittsburgh?
No, he has not, and there's some breaking news on that because Mike Garafolo is saying in a meeting today, team meeting, Mike Tomlin told the Steelers players, speculation that he's going to stay here. All that stuff about stepping away was unfounded, but again, he still has to meet with ownership.
Yeah, but he's also, the whole thing with Tomlin is every year when the season ends, he meets with his family. He's got 2, it's either high school age or college age daughters.
College age daughter, yeah.
Okay. It's a family decision. So I don't have an issue when people said, look, will he come back? You know, there's other things in life.
He just looks burnt out.
And the guy he replaced shows you there's more to life than coaching football. Bill Cowers led a really good post-football life.
And the funny thing is, he looks so much happier now. He's smiling. He looks like he's gained 10 years back because he was aging quickly.
Or you could be Andy Reid and have a frosted mustache.
You saw that?
Looking like Walt Disney's frozen head. Like, it's a hard life. Sorry.
Is Buffalo back?
Back to what? Not making the Super Bowl?
I mean, right now,
winner take all, chips down. Buffalo versus the Ravens. Ravens. So okay, good. Let me know the number and I'll take all your money.
Okay.
The Bills still have tendencies that you're not going to win a Super Bowl with. The red zone turnovers, Josh Allen, that offense just disappearing through long stretches. Look at their game against Steelers. Steelers gifted them 14 points. They're up 21-0. And fall asleep all of a sudden now, 21-10, 24-10, 24-17. You're going, wait a minute. We have the football and we're in a game with these idiots? Rico, there's something about that team. They're good. I just don't know that they're ever going to be great. And offensively, there's something. Can anybody in this room tell me what is going on with Steph Diggs?
Wish I could.
You know what I mean?
You know what? It's almost like he belongs on the Eagles. It does. You just don't know what you're going to get from play to play. You don't.
A lot of what they're doing now, they only throw him the ball at the line of scrimmage. It's just a very weird thing. They're good. Right. My point to you is they've always been good.
Mike, you've talked about Peacock and the streaming service. And you know what? You say nobody's watching games. Well, 23 million people stream the game.
Stream football.
But once you have it, that means you could watch other things and you could watch other sports.
All right, the point I'm making to you, if Indiana-Purdue was on ESPN with Dick Vitale and the whole bit like the old days, tonight, more people would watch than on Peacock.
Okay, fair.
Now, NFL football, buddy, you win. If the NFL bought the rights to that slap league where two guys get up there and give each other CTE by slapping their heads, like, people would watch it. All right, it's NFL. You win.
Yeah, see, I don't want to hear about the numbers for Peacock. If you wanted to watch football, you had to get it. So the numbers are going to be high.
It was a hostage situation. It's the NFL. But the rest of it, no disrespect. Oh, I'm not going to play to drop. But like, hey, Peacock exclusive, Michigan State, Iowa. Peacock exclusive, Indiana, Purdue. No, I'll call you a liar.
Okay. Which quarterback has more to prove on a playoff run with his team?
Oh, boy.
Lamar Jackson or Brock Purdy?
Lamar. Only because Lamar is viewed as a superstar, has superstar ability, and is asked to do an awful lot. He's going to be a two-time MVP who's been horrendous in the playoffs. Purdy, anyone with a brain who's not just doing cheap media narrative, knows he's a good player, he's a really good game manager, and he fits their system. But no one with a brain thought Brock Purdy was an MVP. So I'll say Lamar.
This pains me to say this, but Lamar should not be, wherever the NFL honors is, to accept it personally, the MVP. He should be in the Super Bowl. Okay. He has so much to prove.
Yeah, I'm with David here. Like, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who would you find it acceptable for the Ravens to lose to? The Chiefs can't score 20 points against anybody with a pulse. The Bills are messed up.
And with Chiefs, you would have them at home.
Right. C.J. Stroud's a rookie. Who are they supposed to lose to where you go, boy, tough break for Lamar. Two great teams on the field.
You're right. I guess maybe the Bills, and that's if good Josh shows up, not turnover Josh. All right, two real quick ones. Baker Mayfield, is he the future for the Buccaneers?
They're over the cap, so they're going to need something cheap, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lot like Daniel Jones. You know, a guy goes out, wins a division, wins a playoff game. You pay that player. I'm not telling you it's right. I'm just telling you it's real.
And finally, after the disappointment that happened in Dallas, does Dallas re-sign Dak, or they just let him go in the final year of his contract?
I think you let it. Well, I think a lot of that depends on who the coach is. But he's on the books for 24. They don't have a choice. I'm not extending him. I've seen what I need to see. Good quarterbacks win. Great quarterbacks cover. Dak's now 0-5 against the spread in the playoffs. We're out.
Sort of the same answer.
Kenny, we're out.
They need cap room, so they will extend him because they need to manipulate the rest of the
All
roster.
front office decisions are based on an against the spread metric.
All right. That is your NFL Wild Card Weekend Blitz 97.1.